Hey guys, and welcome to yet another speed build. Whoa! Second time I'm saying this. I'm actually recording this voiceover on the same day as I did the first one, so if it fails epically, you know why. I'm not used to this whole voiceover game anymore, you know? I'm just normally just here with my Spotify on and some music and making CC. It's a whole different life. It feels like a lifetime ago I was doing speed. It seriously does feel like a lifetime ago I was doing speed builds, but yeah. So we are back again. Happy Wednesday / Friday. Wednesday for patrons. Oh God, I wanted to say Patreon and I said patrons and it went all together into one thing. Happy Wednesday patrons. Happy Friday everyone else. You on YouTube. Welcome to the second and final build using the Dream Home Decorator game pack. This one, I wanted to mix in some CC and see what it would be like to use the content in a regular build, not so focused on showcasing all the items that came with the new game pack. See what it was like in a regular build when it was mixed in with other stuff. This is actually a limited pack build again. Who am I? So it only uses, hold on, I've just realized, oh no, it's City Living. Phew, I thought I'd use a brick from somewhere else. Okay, it only uses base game, City Living, and the new, what's it, Dream Home Decorator. That's such a horrible word to say. Dream Home Decorator game pack, plus my custom content. So that will all be listed with the download. This is an exclusive build to Patreon. So you'll need to be a patron to download it now. Otherwise, you can get it on the gallery in 1 month's time. Or yeah, so this is the first exclusive build month build. Welcome to build month. And I just saw this apartment of some supermodel and it was like this Soho apartment and it had the same huge sash windows that I made with the brownstone collection. I was like, oh, let me do it. So I have used the tool mod to replace the windows. If you get this in your game, the windows are not going to transfer over. You have to kind of move them in there with tool mod yourself. Also, I changed the front door as well. I didn't change the location, but I changed what it looked like. That is actually from, what's it called? Get Famous. But I don't think that when it transfers, like when I save the room out, it's not going to think that is part of the room anyway. So yeah, it is just the regular packs that you need. So also, sorry, console players, not for you as it does contain CC. But yeah, I wanted to predominantly use my own CC because a lot of the CC I have made, especially in the collabs, normally has a kind of Scandinavian vibe, and that's what the new game pack is meant to have. It's meant to be influenced by the old Scandi countries. In particular, I would say in the living room, we were inspired by very much Danish design. So that's Scandinavian, and I wanted to see how well it went with these items. It's like we both did Scandinavian, but ours kind of turned out very different. Very, very different. If you see, I've got this weird whole items are looking black when I slot something in or hover. I think I have an out-of-date mod, so please don't pay attention to that. I noticed the problem not only on my computer but then also on my laptop, because I have separate installations on that and they're both on there, so I presume it's a mod. Otherwise, then things are very glitchy, but I don't think it is. I think it's just a mod. So I'll have to investigate which one is out of date and needs updating to get rid of that weird whole black thing that is going on. It's not very cute. So yeah, this kitchen, actually I combined the new cabinets that came with the game pack plus my brownstone kitchen. Still my favorite one. I think even the colors that I use in it were just there's a well-rounded assortment of colours, and yeah, I just thought these two went really well. That colour wood that they have in the pack actually goes with the green, so I paired it with my own green instead of their one. So yeah, I like the whole combo of the wood plus the green colour. I was going to go for the thing in the corner, but decided against it. One thing that annoys me a little is, of course, the cabinets. They have, like, if you look in the corner there, look how much darker their corner cabinets are to the regular ones. They have an issue with their cabinet shaders, and it's why I swap over to using counter shaders for all of my cabinets, so that you don't get that weird dark section in the corner. So yeah, I wish they would kind of update that, because I just wish that. And also, and this is technical again, their sectional sofas, like most of their items use a shader called a Fong shader. It's just like an everyday shader. It's what's used for all appliances, used for tables, chairs. They all use the same one, but it means in the game that the object is affected by lighting, and it's all calculated differently. So you'll notice in the game when you use the sectional sofas, if you put them over a distance, I don't know, longer than like 2 tiles, probably on one end it will be one colour and the other end it will be a different colour. Especially if you use a corner and then you go to a straight, the straight will be a different colour to the corner. And I wish they had created a new shader so that the colouring on a sectional sofa was seamless, because I don't like my sectional sofa to look like 5 different colours. So yeah, I wish they'd done that, because personally I would have liked to have used it. So hopefully, well, naturally they're never going to update that, because yeah, it's not a thing, is it really? It's just me being fussy. But yeah, I would like them to update that, please. That is a shame, and it's something that they missed doing with the new pack, but you know, that's just my general ramblings. But I do like the sectional. The only things I don't like about the sectionals so much also is the endings. The endings, like the ending of this one, makes it look really kind of dated. But I know it's meant to be mid-century modern, but like dated in a bad way rather than a good one. Like the high arms don't look good. Like they've ended both the sofas with arms, and I'm not here for it. Didn't really like it. So I've used that without the endings, and it looks so much more modern and fresh. That's the word I'm going to use, fresh. But yeah, this apartment didn't take me too long. I think it took me like 2 hours. That's quick for me because I am a slow ass builder. But yeah, as I said, it was all about combining custom content with the new pack and seeing if I could come out with a result that I really liked. And I must say, I do like the way that it turned out. It's a different vibe to the first build. It's not so cute. It can be a bit edgier, but I just can't wait to get like custom content versions of sectionals, because like a nice modern sectional sofa, can you imagine? Yeah. It's really difficult though, because it's like making CC, you want everything, but you don't have the time to make it all. So as much as I would love to like just make a sectional sofa now, I can't, because I already have like the next 4 months worth of custom content planned out loosely already. And it's like, if I can fit a sectional sofa into the 4 months planned, then I will, but like I can't fit a sectional sofa into a bathroom. This is not a thing. Can't fit into another collab that we're doing that doesn't fit into that theme either that we're going with. And the next one after that, possibly I could fit a sectional sofa in, we'll see. Yeah, it's just it's not enough time to do everything that you want to do. So if I could just like become an octopus and have 8 arms and be able to like work 5 different computers at the same time, that'd be great, you know? But until then, we'll just be on the slow bus, and when we get to sectional sofas is when we will get to them. You'll see I was kind of struggling with rug choices around this sofa as well. I really like the city living rug, but it was almost too much contrast to the back of the white, and then I wish that the living room one came with like a stronger grey, so there was more contrast. So it's like, you know what? If you liked the city living one, put the city living one in. Ends up in the bedroom, but it also would look great here out in the living area. So this one, I feel like it's kind of the same theme on the first one. Of course, I'm doing all of this thinking that interior designers or maybe architects are living in these places. The first one, I definitely thought that, but they had it more like the spare bedroom was designed to have I feel like they were just getting started in their home decorator career. So, you know, it wasn't like, it didn't have its own dedicated room or anything. Here, maybe they've been doing home decorating, interior design for a little bit longer. So it's in the main living space. I think this is how I would probably choose to, in an ideal world, have my own setup for work. Would be like maybe a section off the main living space. I would create a workspace, but you know, need to buy the apartment first before we can make such choices. Yeah, I think that rather than having like a dedicated office, because I feel like dedicated offices don't end up being as nice. Like, unless you have this huge office, which, like, who has the money to have these huge offices? Not me. Yeah, I'd rather have it as like a big living space and only one bedroom rather than like a smaller living space and 2 bedrooms. That would be my priority, because I work from home, I'm going to be there a lot, and I would just like a nice looking space. I've been looking at places to buy, like thinking, what does my budget need to be here in London? And I found this website called The Modern House, and it's all like design-led estate listings. So basically it's like houses that have something to do with design. Like maybe they're like a 60s listed building, or they're like a Georgian, or it's just the person that did the interior is kind of like design conscious. That would be the word. And so they're kind of like one of those places that's good to like just move in. They're not fixer-uppers, let's put it that way. And boy, in London does your budget need to be big. I thought in my crazy mind that maybe I could move further out from London, and then I just no, I can't bring myself to do it. Like, yeah, I just can't. I can't do it. I just can't do it. So I'm just gonna have to have a much smaller place. There's just something, I would like to be one of those bougie people that just goes down to that little like independent shop down the street, or just for a nice brisk walk around the park, and it's all green and leafy, but that costs you money. Lots of money. So I'll keep you updated if I ever do find a place, but I would like to go travelling first. You know, when the world opens back up again, I would like to be able to, the fact that I really only need my laptop to do all my work, means I can base myself wherever I like. Oh God, this is great. I like got this career where I could live wherever I wanted in the middle of a global pandemic. So it's kind of been on pause. We haven't got to enjoy the fruits of our labour so much yet, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon I get to travel a bit. It'd be cool if I like travelled and I was like, here's a new set of CC inspired by wherever I was in the world. But probably not. I'm not that great. No, I'm more likely just to mine are more focused on individual rooms that I want to do, or general concepts like brownstone. It's very much like Athena Calderone and her brownstone, and inspired by a couple of other of her homes. It's kind of like a loose theme. It's just like a general good, it's like a catchy title, but it's not necessarily a brownstone set, you know, apart from the windows, which I have used in here. So those are out for free already. Were those part 2? Yeah, so part 1 and part 2 is already out. I think when you're watching this, maybe in a couple days time, the third part will be for free. I have updated recently the House of Harlix website, so all of my content that has been out in the last however many months is now up there. houseofharlix.com, please go there. The collabs are there, my content's there, Felix Sanders' free content is there also, so go check it out. But yeah, I had not updated that website for a little while. Naughty me. And then I decided to update it, and I realised it only took me like an hour and a half. And I was, one of those tasks where you're like, why did I put this off? It was so simple. So I apologise profusely for not updating it sooner. But it is all updated now, and check it out if you would like to. But all the free stuff out there. So when I do the like patron page and everything, I think I'll probably link to House of Harlix to go to download stuff. I feel like that's easier than linking to stuff on Patreon. It's super annoying. Patreon's like good in some ways, but searching to find old stuff on Patreon's pretty difficult. I do actually, just to let you know, on my Patreon there are filters, and I tag everything that is a download as download. So if you filter by download, you'll see all of my past releases. So that means it cuts out all of the like update posts and all that kind of stuff, and you just get straight to the goodies that you can actually click and download stuff from. So yeah, just in case you were looking on Patreon. But in this build, I have used the other bed that came with the pack. I really like it. I think one of my personal missions this year is going to be to make my own bedding, because there's something about the in-game bedding that just leaves me wanting more, and I feel very unsatisfied when I look at it. I think it's so flat. I really like Peacemaker's bedding that he created, but of course, as a content creator, I'm not going to say go and get this other person's. Of course, I'm going to want to make my own version. So I think I would like to create bedding that's a little bit closer to real life, because I feel like in The Sims every bed you do kind of looks the same, because they're all the same thing. Like, I know that one there has like quilting on it and stuff, but they all kind of end up looking the same. Especially, I find this, like, I've separated out a mattress, I think it was from Cats and Dogs. It was my favourite bedding, and I always use that with my own bed bases and stuff. And I just feel like I end up having the same looking bed every time. So yeah, I think that's my mission. It's a difficult one to do, because you have to paint all of these like weights. Basically, you have to tell the game where the beddings move, like when a person gets into the bed, when they have woohoo, when they like put their head on the pillow, when they shuffle over, everything. You have to like do all this weird painting. It looks like a weird like blues and greens and red. It's just crazy, and it's time consuming. I don't even know. I feel like there's 20 different weights that you have to paint on the bedding. So it's one of those things that you need a little bit of time, and it has to be worthwhile. So it's gonna have to be some epic kind of bedding in order for me to endure such torture. But yeah, so I'm really happy with this little apartment, how it turned out, and I like this little working space. Combining the new modular, I was really tempted to use the Danish bookshelves that came with living room, but I ended up forcing myself to use the modular ones. I think they look cute there. The new modular ones, I kind of like modular, but also it's not lighting up my life, It's cool, it's a great concept, but I would have liked, like in the living room, we kind of did modular looking stuff, and it had like clamps going together. Like the TV unit and a bookcase in the living room was done like that, and I wish they'd kind of done it similar to that. But, pet peeves and everything. Anyway, screenshots! Thank you guys so much for listening to my general ramblings, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye guys!